Oh, well, let me get comfy. Because this vlog, I am going to talk to you about my first experience going to Slimming World. Sometimes I call it Fat Club. I apologise if that offends anybody. It's not supposed to. However, it's just a habit that I've got into to make lighter stuff. So, I'm here with my cup of tea, and this is just me talking about my very first experience of joining Slimming World. So, if you followed my story and watch my other two vlogs, you will know I've been given 12 weeks free at Slimming World via this scheme that's going off at the moment about getting healthy. Do excuse the dogs. Stop growling. I've put off going to slimming clubs for quite a long time because I have been to slimming clubs before. I've done Weight Watchers and I've done Slimming World, and the clubs that I've been to before, I'm going to be honest, I've just not had the best experience. I find sitting round in a group and going, I just find them really derogatory. I'm not going to lie. Sat there in a big circle of people going, "Oh, Wendy, so you've put £2 on. Where do you think you've gone wrong?" Well, you've ate crap. You've ate crap and not moved. And it's like, some parts of that I don't mind, but just the way that sometimes some consultants, like the people that run Slimming World, do it, I just find it painful. I also find it really painful when you sat in a group, and I've been here, fat sticks to my ass like you would not believe. I can't shift it. So I can be good all week, and I mean good, like drinking water. I'm vegetarian. I eat shite tons of fruit and veg. I can do all these things, and I get on them scales and they're like, "Oh, you've lost £0.5 pound. Well done." Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to try and concentrate on the numbers this time because otherwise I get a little bit depressed. However, what really winds me up sometimes about sitting in them groups is that you have worked your arse off, being good as gold, cooking everything from scratch, not missing a beat, writing everything down, doing the lot, and you lose £0.5 pound. I can poo £0.5 pound. I can have a good haircut and lose £0.5 pound. It's frustrating as hell. But you can get over that if then you didn't sit in a circle. We told Jennifer that I ain't got a job, she don't go anywhere, she doesn't do anything. She laughs and jokes then about eating a kebab on last Friday. This weekend she's had a really bad weekend. She's drunk 20 tonne of alcohol, and then she slipped up on Thursday because they went to Chippy, and she'll reel off all these things about bad things that she's done. And she's lost £5. Where am I going wrong? That's where I just sit there and it just does my head in. And I think you're either lying, you gotta be lying. There's no way that you kind of air all that stuff and do all the things that you're saying that you've done. You're either bulimic and throwing it up, or you are on some form of drugs. Do you know, amphetamines or something that's wearing them off? So then I get really frustrated sat there in a group because I feel like just going, "Shut up, I haven't had chocolate in 6 weeks. I feel like I'm going to kill somebody." And she's had 15 Mars bars but still lost more weight than me. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I think it's also the fact that I've been and it's never worked before for me. And I've never enjoyed that experience. So signing up to Slimming World, if I'm going to be honest, if it weren't free, I wouldn't have done it. And the only actual thing that I've done it for is so that I'm accountable every week. So I've got to go and get weighed. Even if the diet didn't work for me, this is the thought process, is what I was like, right, I'm going to go and give it a good try. I love the recipes and the recipe books, and some of the things that they do are fantastic. However, if this crap don't work for me, I'll just go and use it as a weighing thing, so I'm accountable. I'm not paying for it, so I'm not lost anything. And it'll give me a good kickstart for 12 weeks. And it'll stop me putting it off as well, because, geez, I've been on about losing weight for ages. and I've just not done it. So that was the, like, even though I hated like Slimming World or Weight Watchers, stop arguing. And I thought that, sod it, I'll just go, that's fine. So Tia's come with me as well, my daughter, and I thought, well, it's a bit of encouragement for her to get a good, thing of like eating healthy. She's not fat really, she just wants to lose like, I think about a stone or maybe 2, I'm not really sure, I've not asked her. So anyway, so I rang up, found a meeting for Thursday mornings. Thursday mornings work great for me and her to go together. We don't have to stay to the meeting if we don't want to, if he starts doing his head in, and off with Troggles along. So what to expect? Well, what actually happened? So I walked into this meeting and this little, she's really little, this lady that runs this meeting called Caroline, really small and really slim, but really energetic, comes up, really like energetic, really smiley, really happy. Hi, have you been here before? Really welcoming, really nice. Now, at my age, I'm nearly 40, I'm not after anybody's acceptance. I suppose I ain't got that anymore when I'm walking into a room. I'm fat, it used to put me off, it used to make me wonder about what people thought of me. Do you know what? I don't really care anymore, I'm not bothered. Me is me and I need to do something about it. At least I'm trying. So went in, she talked to us, give us this pen and paper, told us to sign up. It was quite fast and painless. We then sat in a group of, there were me and Tia, 2 other ladies and a woman called Barbara that were a bit older that had done it before but had had a break because she'd had an accident and then come back. Well, me and Barbara had a good chat. I really liked Barbara. Barbara was really welcoming actually for my first bit of a meeting. Quite cute. She was like, just take it £1 or £2 a week, you'll be fine. And it were really nice that she were trying to be so like encouraging and kind and nice. It were just nice. I liked Barbara. Barbara, I don't suppose Barbara's ever going to see this. Well, Barbara was really, really lovely. I really, really liked her. She was really kind. The 2 other girls that were there were really quiet, which I don't blame them because obviously it's a new place. And then me and Tia. So we signed up, did this thing, and then we had to sit to the meeting. She told us about what we've got to do. So in basic, you have all fruit and veg is basically free, as long as it's fresh. Rice, potatoes, pasta, like lean meats and some corns as long as it's unflavoured. All free, you can eat as much as them as what I want, cool. Then you have to have a two healthy extra healthy A's is what they call them, which is basically a portion of milk or milk alternative and cheeses. Well, I drink tea. So mine, I think that's an easy one for me. I'm just going to dedicate it to soya milk. 400 mils, I think, is one healthy A. So I'm going to go for 800 and just have whatever tea I want and have the milk to go in it. So that we're fine with that one. And then you've got to have a healthy extra B, which is some form of fibre, like bread, cereals, nuts, blah, 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 blah. That might be a bit more challenging for me. However, pretty simple. So then they have got an app, which you then didn't have to painfully write it down and carry a diary around like you used to, which is a good improvement. So downloaded the app, got my membership number and this membership pack. Sat for the rest of this meeting. They talked about people they did talk about what people had lost and people had won like awards. So you win awards if you lose £7. If you're motivated and activated, like you can get doing activities, that you've done it for so many days straight. Nobody won one of those. I don't think people seem to aim for those. And then there was they do Stern Awards, and I think they're even starting to do when you get in a new Stern bracket, which is cool because I always do that. I love getting a new Stern bracket. So they handed those out, and I'm going to be honest, one good thing about this meeting that is better than what I've ever been to before is it was fast, it was snappy, and there were no pissing about. I don't want to sit for an hour and talk about everybody's weight loss. Well, they don't even talk about it. It's oh, you've lost £3. Oh, you've lost £5. Oh, you've lost this pound. Oh, you've put £2 on. To be fair, I don't agree with the whole you've put it on. I think that's fat shaming. But then maybe it does make you accountable and talk about it. So anyway, they call this part of it, image therapy, I think it is, or something therapy. I'm not sure how that's going to work for me because in general I'm just not that bothered about doing it. I've thought about asking her not to like mention what I've lost or if I win an award. I mean, that's assuming that I do in future. But I'm a bit undecided about that. I don't know whether I should just embrace it and just run with it or not. So we sat through that. We were quite fast and chirpy, and then we got weird. Fuck my days, and I am so sorry for swearing. Oh my God, it made me want to die. I got on the weighing scales and the number that came up in front of me, I mean, I kind of knew it was going to be bad and I got my head around it to a certain extent, but you know, the reality when you see that, it's just devastating. Like, anyway, I'm going to say it. So I weighed in at 25 stone, 1 pound and a half. And that is just, I mean, I knew it because I feel heavy and I feel shitty. Like I said on that last one, like my face is really fat and like my bones ache, my body ache and all the rest of it. I knew it was going to be bad. I've like ate whatever I wanted, so like all the way through COVID, to be fair. And for like 3 or 4 years, I've not even really looked at my weight. I've just not done anything at all. And it just creeps. Like, I can look at a Mars bar and put a pound on. So God forbid. We were like, I knew it was going to be bad is what I'm getting at. And I know you don't want to hear all my ramblings, but this is what's going off in my head. So this is what I'm going to talk about. But Jesus, hell Christ. I am like the fattest person that I know, I think. And even now, I kind of ain't got my head around it, and I'm just like getting on with it. But Jesus Christ, that is enormous, and it's something that as soon as I saw that number, I just thought something's got to be done. Something has got to be done, and well, I don't know. That's why I kind of suppose why I'm making a vlog, so then it makes me have to stick to it because I'm talking about it and I'm uploading it. Oh my God, it died. And I never tell anybody how much I weigh, so freaking hell. But I think that's part of the problem as well. Do you know when you're secretive about it and stuff? I think it because you don't have to face reality, it stops you then having to like deal with it. Anyway, it's mortifying. I'm saying this quite light-hearted because I don't know. I mean, I can't, I'm not in my personality to be manic depressive or really down and stuff like that. And I'm sure there'll be days where I am. But in that first meeting and getting weird, whether I like it or not, I will going back next week. So that is what happened to me. So anyway, I got this pack. I do love Slimming World cooking. So during my first meeting, I thought myself the free foods A to Z, which is loads and loads of recipes that you can eat anything out of there and you don't have to point it and as much as what you want. I just figured that were a good buy because if ever I'm starving, I can eat it. Plus it'll get me used to the alternatives that I can pick to cook other meals with from cooking these meals, if that makes sense, because I'm well and truly out of the mix. And then I also bought this Fast Feasts because I just figured they're ready in 30 minutes and my hours at work don't always allow me to cook loads and have loads of prep time. And although you can eat salads and stuff like that, there is some things in there for good, just ideas of stuff that you can quickly cook that you sometimes forget, I sometimes forget about. It's not stuff that I'm unaware of, but stuff that I can forget about. They were putting like a list of names down for the new recipe book that they're bringing out. Do you know what? Do you know when these are only a £5 and it gives you a bit of inspiration and a bit of something to go at? I don't think that's bad. I mean, if they were like a lot more, you'd be a bit more pissed, wouldn't you? Do you know about buying them? But do you know, for a £5, I'm game. I'm all right. And do you know where I reckon it up as well? Is every week I would usually go and I don't know how much it is actually to get weighed at Slimming World now. Say it's like £5 or £6 a week. Like, I'm getting it free for 12 weeks. Which means then I've kind of saved myself £6, which means then if I buy myself one of these every week, I'm building myself up a little bit of a collection. And I don't know, it's just quite nice to have. Well, anyway, we did that and then we left. And that was my first experience of Slimming World with Caroline. Caroline is a lovely lady, very fast, quite down to earth, which I quite like. Well, I really like because I can't stand snotty, judgmental arseholes. The people in the group seem to be really nice. I do genuinely think I'm the fattest there. And oh god, yeah, then I set myself goals. I'm going to aim for the 10% award first, I think. I mean, obviously you aim for your first half a stone and then your stone, but come on, do you know when you've got 25 freaking stone logging around with you? I think you need to like aim a bit bigger. So I'm hoping, well, do you know what? I might actually just each time aim for the next 10%. Yeah, that could be quite good. So 10% is, I think, 2.5 stone, isn't it? If I weigh 25 stone, yeah. So I'm going to aim to shift the 2.5 stone. I've downloaded the app. I feel like, oh, I've been shopping. I've filled my fridge with loads of like freebie stuff. And that's it. That is all that's happened to me. Wish me, my next weigh-in is on Thursday. So wish me luck along the way. I'm sure it's going to be fun.